Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope everybody is still doing well, and welcome to today's second half. Now, in today's first bonus, I said that it goes along hand in hand with this second half, and I said you will soon find out why. Well, the experience of the crawler in the woods behind the Conjuring house. This is the full, detailed video of my paranormal investigation of the Conjuring house. And I do share the actual real history, like the lies about Bathsheba Sherman. She was not a witch. She didn't kill kids. That crap never happened. She was a normal person. And it is historically known that she was not a witch. It was just created by Hollywood and other YouTubers to get views. Why lie about views? Well, because views matter to people. I just want the truth. So before we get into it, a couple links. As you know, I rely on Patreon, PayPal, channel membership, and the merch to help the channel to continue to grow and go. Links to Patreon, PayPal, and channel membership is in the description below. Merch displayed directly under the video. Also, Dogman Frightening Encounters, Volume 1 through 3, the audiobook versions. They were written and researched by Tom Lyons, narrated and produced by me, Jeff Nadolny. Those audiobooks are available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes, links to which are also in the description as well. And finally, last but definitely not least, if you'd really like to help support the channel to continue to grow and go, simply subscribe. It does not cost a cent. Click the like button, takes half a second. If you don't want to miss out on any of the informative uploads I put out daily, click that bell icon, and folks, please leave a comment. Why? Well, because all of these things really do help the channel to continue to grow and go. And yes, folks, they definitely do matter. Now, everyone, I have taken far too much of your time. Let's jump into today's second half, shall we? The majority of us who are fascinated with the paranormal and cryptids are also fascinated with Hollywood and the movies that come out of Hollywood to scare us. And a lot of times the lines get blurred between truth and, well, make-believe, Hollywood make-believe. We all, well, not we all, but the majority of us have seen the Conjuring franchise, The Conjuring, The Conjuring 2, The Nun, Annabelle, La Llorona, and so on. And in The Conjuring, the Perron family is displayed as a family that seeks out the Warrens, and they live in this huge kind of 3-story farmhouse in Rhode Island. Well, the actual house is large, definitely not 3 stories, and has a lot of history and a lot of paranormal activity. With that history and with those activity comes a lot of make-believe, a lot of lies. And I was fortunate enough to do an overnight investigation at the actual Conjuring house, or the farm on Round Top Road in Burryville, Rhode Island. When I got there, I was nervous, excited, and really looking forward to any kind of activity that I could catch or that would happen. And here's that video. All right, guys, so my daughter Isabel and I are at the Conjuring house. We are going to take a walk down into the woods before it gets dark to check out the cemetery. I did speak with the owner, and she told us that there has been cryptid humanoid sightings. So we're gonna hit the cemetery and then come back up and do our ghost hunt. Here is the house. So this is the Conjuring house right here. Here's all the beautiful land. That rock wall down there is probably just as old as this house. There has been soldiers from, I believe, the King Philip's War bodies, 7 bodies that are out there and marked. We're going to check it out in a little bit, but we want to get to the cemetery right now, so let's do that. We are heading to the cemetery right now. Here is the path that we are taking. How cool is that? Look at that old, very old rock wall. Belle and I are super excited to be here, honored to be here. All right, guys, this is a bridge that we have to cross to go over. Wow. Careful, bud. Careful, walk in the middle.
I am.
Hear that banging? Very cool. Very cool. My daughter has been wanting to come here for, God, what, about 3-4 years now?
About.
And we're here. How do you feel?
Good.
Beautiful Rhode Island. Look at this rock wall. Nice trip. See you next fall. Look how cool this is. This whole place is just truly, truly amazing. So I guess a neighbor had told the owner of the Conjuring house that they had seen a large, hairy, bipedal cryptid through a rock over a huge tree, and the guy's dog was going absolutely haywire. I mean, look at this. This is deep. Couldn't find the cemetery, so we're heading back to the house. It's cold out, chilly. You can see my breath. We're gonna go across by the wall where the soldiers are buried and kind of check that area out. And then we're gonna give you guys a tour of the Conjuring house. Now, a very interesting thing, and the new owner filled us in. Bathsheba Sherman. There is a lot of tall tales about her. She was not a witch. She didn't kill children. And she had a good Christian burial. She was not what all these other YouTubers and BS ghost things say. She was a decent person. So I'll have the new owner fill us in on all of that.
But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So along this region here is where the King Philip's War, a lot of it was fought. And along this rock wall, the previous owner, Corey, did a ground sonar, and there's bodies buried out here. So see that flag right there? There's one there. There's one there. There's a couple over in here. But these are bodies from the King Philip's War. Later tonight, I may come out with some ghost hunting equipment and see if we can capture anything. Right now, we're gonna go inside and start the hunt. Check it out. All right, guys, so we are back in the home. It's a really, truly beautiful, beautiful home. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour. That way you guys can see what we are seeing. So this is kind of the room we came into, and there's the door, there's the beautiful couch we sat in, very comfortable couch. There's the waivers. Now, remember this fireplace. One, this is the seance room. This is where in the 70s, Mrs. Perrin was levitated and thrown back into that room. This is the library. Now, a lot of you guys may have seen videos of this room where books have been said to move, and actually a funny story that the owner just shared with us is that there was a day tour, and two women were back in the seance room. They came into here, and as they were walking in here, this book flew off of the bookshelf. This is the book that flew off the bookshelf. Out of all of the very cool other books, More Joys of Sex is the one that fell off the bookshelf. How crazy is that? So we're back in the seance room. Here is kind of a dining room where I've got my equipment set up for right now, but that's a beautiful room. There's number 2 fireplace, but interestingly enough, in this room, this is what I wanted to show you. Number 3 fireplaces. And then on the mantle, some Ouija boards. And then, how crazy is that? Now, let's go upstairs. This is not the real Annabelle. It is a kind of a replica. And here is another hot spot up here. Let me find a light. Hang on. I don't think there's a light back there. Okay, this is another hotspot room right here. That's why these chairs are here. I will come up here and do, me and Belle will come up here and do a little kind of ghost request to ask to talk to him. And that's this right here is the birthing room. And here is this is a very haunted location in the house. This is where babies were born back in the day. It was above the kitchen area. A lot of heat. But look at the nails in the ceiling. How insane is that? Very cool though. I got hot, so I had to change into my Conjuring gear. We're gonna start the paranormal investigation, and we're gonna start with kind of do an EMF read around the entire house and see if we get anything. We're gonna kind of go use each device one at a time, and then we actually picked up some dowsing rods here. They have a beautiful they have a beautiful souvenir shop here. And honestly, guys, if you ever get an opportunity to do a tour, I definitely would recommend it because it is very, very cool here. So we're gonna start with the EMF read around the house. We are in kind of the dining room. We're gonna start with the EMF reader in here. And when I turned it on, it did fluctuate a little, but that was because it was just I guess syncing. So right now we don't have any kind of paranormal anything in here. I want to check out over here and see if we got anything. Nothing here. I'm getting a pretty good feeling around here. Nothing major. Whoa, that spiked right to red. I wonder if it's by the dowsing rods. Huh. Alright. Well, like I said, I'm not getting too much of a bad feeling here. So we'll go upstairs in a minute and do that too. But I kind of want to come out here. This is where Mrs. Perrin was said to levitate and be thrown. I have a good feeling of peace here. It's not a bad kind of malevolent feeling. So we'll go into, this is the library. And I'm not getting anything here. What do we got here? Nothing too major here. I wonder over in here. This is that book, More Joy of Sex, that was thrown. Alright, so now that's Burryville. That's where we are, Burryville, Rhode Island. Alright. We're still registering with nothing too much. How do you feel though? You got this.
No, but the camera's kind of bugging. It's like.
Just keep it going. It's alright.
I get headaches when I go upstairs and in the book room.
Hit pause. We're gonna go upstairs. This is a hot spot. Careful about, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another fireplace is okay. I didn't realize. So that's 4 fireplaces. This is a hot spot in here. The other room is as well. This is where they went off in that movie. Okay. Whoa, did you see that? It spiked for a second. Okay, so we're getting some kind of hit. Nothing. Alright. Let's see. This is where April Perrin, back up. This is where April Perrin would sit and play with a boy named Oliver, and he was seen to come out of these doors over here, and it's supposed to be another hot spot up here. Here is another room. This is definitely a creepy room. I'm not getting anything.
No, it just flickered when
Did
you
it?
turned it around. More like yellow.
Nothing. Alright, I'm gonna walk into the birthing room. You stay out here. Alright?
Mhm.
Stand like right here. I'm gonna go downstairs with the EMF reader. Earlier I said syncing, but when you turn it on and it does that, it's calibrating. I forgot the word. So funny thing is, or not funny, but when me and my daughter came to like right here, she was ahead of me, and I saw kind of a black shadow either here or back there. Now I was back there in that little room, and it was somewhere in here or out there, but it was pretty creepy, and it was just like a large shadow. So all right, let's hit the basement and we'll do the EMF reader down there. Okay, so this is the room that's a hot spot. Alright, this is where, in this room, people say that in that box, the crooked neck lady is seen. In that box, this right here. And then you've got a well. Now, an interesting thing about the well is that a long time ago, people used to have their wells outside, but the original family that owned this house, so people, when they had their wells outside, other people would poison them, and then these guys were so loaded, or not loaded, but wealthy, that they actually had their well right there inside their house, which is a rarity. So, and right there is where the crooked neck lady had been seen. All right, so here's the EMF. This is where the crooked neck lady is said to be spotted.
There's a picture. Look at right there.
I'm seeing it. That's the crooked neck lady. Huh.
Oh, and that one.
And right there. So,
Oh.
did you see it? It went up like a little bit.
Mm-hmm. This one I had it on.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's a cool picture though. Good eye, Bill. Good eye. I wouldn't have saw that, and I forgot about it actually being there. Now, get on this side of me. Now this room right here is where apparitions have been seen. There is no light back there, but you want to turn your flashlight on? Cool. That corner, people have seen full-on apparitions standing back there. And then here's a Ouija. Oh, there's a Ouija right on the floor.
Wow.
Wow. So right in here. That's interesting. But once again, no EMF read. Leave that on. We'll be back down here. So. Yeah.
The room where I feel comfort.
This is where another channel, those guys did that kind of, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And they went up those back stairs. All right, here, come on, look. Kind of stay against the wall. That way you're not freaked out. This is cool. Like there's a window, a door, and a window going in. Now, ironically enough, right there is where the crooked neck lady is supposed to be seen. And I don't know. No one knows her name. And I hope she doesn't take any disrespect to me calling her that, because I don't mean her any disrespect. She is the one malevolent spirit in this house, supposedly. But who knows, right, guys? I don't know what that is. Maybe an old wood kind of place where you'd stack your wood or whatever. But it's a very big, long, creepy basement. All right. Now we're going to go upstairs and figure out the next kind of device to use.
A couple of those real areas that produced a kind of a spooky vibe, or a feeling that something is there, is the well room. And that room is where a lot of people have done communications with the spirits that reside in the house or visit the house. There is a kind of tale or whatnot of a crooked neck lady who is seen a lot in this kind of box, this white boxed area. Now, there's not much known about that entity, but many people have seen that entity. Also, in that room is the well. Now, back in colonial times, wells were outside. And if another family or group of people wanted your property, they would poison your well. Well, the family who lived in this home had enough money and enough insight to build their well in their home. Some say this well is some sort of portal because of the aquifer that is underground. Also, interestingly enough, is the walls the foundation of the home is not limestone, but granite, which is a conductor of entities and paranormal activity, which I thought was very, very interesting. Right next to this room, the well room, is kind of a middle area. And in this area is supposedly sightings of an entity facing the right far corner wall. I did get kind of a feeling while I was there in that area. I don't know if it was just myself creeping myself out, or if there was something there. I later throughout the night realized that yes, there is something in that basement when we used the SLS camera down there. But the feeling that I got was completely different than any of the feelings that I got while I was looking at the replica Annabelle doll or the replica Robert doll. And I just find it kind of interesting that they use these, replicas to kind of set the mood, set the tone. But the house has its own tone and its own history. All right, guys. So we are in the room upstairs, the middle room, which is April Perrin's old room. And the spirit that was up here was Oliver Richardson. And he used to play with April a lot. And so my daughter is going to use the dowsing rods while I ask questions, and hopefully we get a response. Also, we're going to use the envoy up here as well and see what we get throughout this kind of little session up here. So here goes. Okay, so my daughter Belle has the dowsing rods. Is anyone here with us right now? Please cross the rods if you are. Wow. All right, please uncross the rods. Is this Oliver Richardson that we are speaking with? Please cross it if you're Oliver Richardson. Cool. All right, Oliver, please uncross the rods. Oliver, thank you for allowing us to be here with you. Are you happy that we are here? If you're happy, please cross the rods. Are you happy that my daughter is here? Keep the rods crossed if you are, or uncross them if you're not. Please uncross the rods. Do you miss your friend April Perrin? Yes, for crossing. Wow. That's crazy. Please uncross the rods so we can ask you some more questions. Do you have any questions?
No.
Are we safe in this house? Cross the rods for yes. Or do exactly what you just did for no. Are there any bad spirits in this house? Cross for yes. What? Wow. Please uncross them so we can ask you another question. Thank you. Wow. Oliver, are you afraid of any of the bad spirits that are here? Wow. All right. Let's check out the envoy. This next piece of equipment is called an envoy, and it's new. It's actually new to the ghost hunting field. I got it from Go Shop, and my daughter watches another YouTube channel called Sam and Colby. They do a lot of ghost hunting, and they had one. It's a very interesting piece of equipment. It spells out if any spirits are here, or if... I'll just show you how it works. So it's calibrating right now. Okay, now I'm going to ask a question. Are there any spirits here right now? And see what it's doing. It's kind of scanning letters. Now I'll switch. Okay. And then there's numbers. And then there's moods. And then temperature. So right now it is 60. It's fluctuating between 64 and 65. Temp's about a 4, low. So we're good. Okay, this is the mode of moods. Are there any spirits here with us or entities here with us, and how do you feel? It's going a little faster. That's weird. Whoa. Okay, it went to like a medium face. Did you see that? It's a neutral. This was a neutral tap. Wow. Let's go to the yes or no thing and see if we can get it. Is Oliver Richardson with us this evening?
it's going slower. We'll just put it. No. Now, guys, I didn't do that. That's not. This just controls the speed. Okay, if this is not Oliver Richardson, are you okay with us being in this house with you? You heard that? Me too. That's weird. Maybe if I put it on the bed. No. Oh, yes, it is happy that it says we're okay in this house. Yeah. No. No, it said.
It's not happy?
No. Do you want us to leave your house? I wonder if it'll spell anything out. Hang on. If there's any spirits in this house with us right now, can you please spell out a word to us? While it's doing that, I want to check something out. There's nothing that anyone can do to mess with this. This is all automated. So I'm going to turn the speed up a little faster. And let's check something out. Let's kind of look around and then come back in a few minutes and see. All right, so this closet right here is where Oliver Richardson come out and appear to April Perrin. So he would come out this door and kind of peer at her when she was on her bed, or he would come out this door. And it's kind of a creepy setup right here to have two closets right next to the door. We heard a noise back here. It's getting a little chilly out. All right, I want to see something, if it'll do something with a toy. Whoa. All right, let's check, see if it spelled anything out. It did not. But I want to try something with some of the toys up here. A. Okay. Next piece of equipment that we're going to use is the old trusted SLS camera. And we'll walk around and see if we can catch anything. I'm ready. How about you, Val?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's kind of take a peek in here and see. I'd like to see if we can get that shadow. Nothing. Here, hold this for a second, bud, so I can switch hands. Here, just hold it just like this. No, hold it just like that. Thank you. Okay. Where do you want to go? Where do you think we'll get the most,
Probably in the basement.
Alright, let's hit the basement first. Let me kind of pan through here. Whoa, what was that? What is that?
It's
It looks like a guy.
It's
I know, but... Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa, hey!
I was in the chair over there.
Yeah. Damn.
You heard that too?
Yep. I want to go back to this chair though. That was cool. Alright, so we got a stick figure here. Okay. Maybe we'll catch one when we come back up. Okay. Here we go. Oh, the camera. Here, take that real quick. Hit pause. For some reason, the SLS camera shut off when we came down into here. Into this room. This area I've been dying to get. Let's see if we can get anything over in here. Nope. So far, only footage we got was in the living room, which was still cool. I mean, okay. You think we'll get anything upstairs? What'd you see, bud?
Oh, that looks like.
Oh, yeah. Alright, let's go back that way. This is where they did that seance down here, remember? Nothing. Alright. Well, so far, we're a bust. But, yeah, we still have upstairs to go. What the heck was that? This floor is awful uneven. Okay. Oh, Belle, come here. Holy shit. It's in there. There's two. It's like they're trying to get out.
Yeah.
Hold that right there. Wow. Where'd the other one go? I wonder if it was like they were trying to get out of this room. They were right here.
Really? I thought one of them was sitting in that red chair behind you.
Nothing. That's weird. Let me go check that. Huh. Okay. Let me check down here really quick. No. Anything down that way? Nope. All right. Go upstairs with the SLS camera and see what we get. And then we're gonna do the Estes method, which is just a spirit box. And I don't know, my daughter's getting a really bad headache right now, and her lower back is hurting pretty bad. Actually, since we got here, she's had a headache and her lower back has started to hurt. It's not a bad feeling here, but is that moving?
What play?
Yeah. It looked like the light was moving.
I think it's my eye.
No, it's moving a little. All right, let's check out the SLS camera upstairs. Here we go, guys. Hang on one second. All right. This is fun. These stairs are treacherous.
Yeah, maybe a really good one.
Oh, God. Ouch.
Nice.
All right. Nothing on the bed. Nothing here. Nothing back there. Oh, hold that for a second, bud. There we go. I wonder why it keeps doing that. Hold this, please. Thank you. All right. Keeps acting funny here. That's weird. Okay. Here's one of the beds. Maybe the birthing room. Just look how creepy that is, guys. And then you've got this really cool closet that goes all the way through to the other side right there. So behind that bed. It's really neat. It's a really interesting house. It's very odd how it's designed and shaped and cut up. What, bud? Cat ball. That was a gun.
You think?
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock at night. Nobody should be hey bud, let me go before you so I don't get you in the... Nobody should be hunting in upstate or, well, East Coast at 10. I don't even think there's hunting allowed at night. Alright. Well. Alright, guys. We'll wrap it up with the SLS. Right. We're back upstairs. We're going to do two things. We're going to do an EVP recording session, and we're going to do a kind of ghost box or spirit box session. For those of you who have, been with the channel, sorry about that, guys. For those of you who have been with the channel, I have a smaller spirit box. This one's actually better than the larger one. You can actually record on a SanDisk. It still does all the same stuff a larger one does, just more compact, which is a lot handier. But we're going to do like an SD method. What that is I'm going to hit this, have it playing, and it's going to scan. And my daughter's going to cover her eyes with the headphones in her ears. I'm going to ask questions. It's a sensory deprivation kind of spirit box session. So let's start with the EVP and then we'll move on to this real quick. All right. Guys, we were getting ready to do the EVP and my daughter saw something back here. She said it almost looked like a little girl. It's pretty weird because there's a window right here, even though we're in the house. All right. Guys, there's something over here. There was like scratching at that door. Grab this, bud. Hold that. Literally, we just heard scratching. Stay right there. Grab these for me. Something was behind that door, scratching. It sounded like... I have wicked bad goosebumps right now. Hang on. Stop. That was me just tapping it. Here, we're going to step back and I want to see if we can get that scratching noise again. Here, sit down for a minute. Alright, so I'm going to do the EVP right here with the camera pointed at this door. That way you guys can hear that noise if it starts again. What?
I said you're not recording.
We're upstairs and my daughter is sitting right here, and I was going to do the EVP right here. All right, she sees something down that way. All right, and down this way, and all of a sudden we're sitting here. I'm sitting here, Belle's here, and we hear this scratching. Now, I'm going to try and get whatever is in here to do it again. There's no animal in here, and my daughter swears that she heard a girl's voice. So, here we go. My knock. Alright, I'm gonna leave this sitting here this way while we do the EVP. That way if anything starts clawing again back there, we can get it on. Are there any spirits with us this evening? If you're here with us, we mean you no harm. What is your name? How old are you? Is this Oliver? Or Abigail? Let's see what we got. Are there any spirits with us this evening? If you're here with us, we mean you no harm. What is your name? How old are you? Is this Oliver? Or Abigail? Let's see what we got. Nothing. Whatever was back there, though, that was very strange. I kind of want to open it, but I don't want to open it in case it's like a raccoon or something. But that was unlocked. Guys, how this is, it's locked like that when it was like that. Did you hear that? Something's back there.
Do that again. Unlock it.
Well, it's virtually hard. I can't open that. But I don't want to.
Oh yeah, you can.
How?
Put the little knob right there.
Yeah, I was pulling on it. Watch, it's like shut.
No. Yeah.
It's like stuck shut all through up here. Alright, let's do the SD method. Okay, so she has the spirit box in. I'm going to ask a question. Is there anyone here with us right now?
There's no stones.
No stones? Are you here with us? What's your name?
I'm the boss. Who is he?
Who is who? My name is Jeff. What's your name? Did you mean stones like the rock wall? What's in that closet over there? What's in that?
Crazy.
Crazy? Who's crazy? What's in that rock wall? How many people are buried by there? What's your name? Are you here with us? Is Oliver here with us?
Six.
Six what? 6 people? Huh?
It's too loud.
You want me to turn it down?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello? Are you here still with us? What is in that closet over there? Was that you? Or an animal?
It's for the children.
What's for the children? That's crazy. This is the kids' area a long time ago. That's the birthing room right there, guys. Do you mean for the birthing room? Can you say something, please? What's your name?
Uncle.
Uncle?
Bella.
Yeah, that's her. Yes, that's who you're talking through.
While.
While what? While what? While what? While we're here? Are you okay that we're here? Do you not want us here?
Hello.
Hi. What's your name? What's your name? Is there something evil here with us? Where are you from?
T.
Are you from colonial America? Are you Native American?
Only me.
Only you are Native American? Or a colonial? Are you lonely?
Tonight.
You're lonely tonight? Or are you happy we're here tonight?
Football.
There is a football here, I think. Is that your football? Where did I see that?
So I almost forgot about this clip. I'm going to tuck it in between these two segments, but as we were coming out of the woods, my daughter took a picture of the house. And we didn't really see anything during the time walking up to the house from the woods. We were looking at the flags, the green flags where the soldiers are buried, and later, when we returned back to the hotel and started looking at photos and stuff like that, we both looked at that picture. And my daughter said, "There's someone looking out at us." And I looked and I said, "Yeah, there is." The owner of the building, or of the Conjuring home, was outside with her dog at the time. No one else was there. And it was a really interesting and cool kind of picture. We think that it was the girl named Abigail who, through medium I guess through talking through a medium, had wanted two plum trees planted on the property. And Isabel and I both think that that's who was staring at us. So here's that picture. So at the end of that clip, it's roughly 5 o'clock in the morning. And we are doing the Esty method, which is a spirit box session with sight deprivation. So you cannot hear anything. It's hearing and sight deprivation. The only thing you can hear is what's coming through the spirit box into the headphones. Now, during that time, there was some scratching, which I tried to catch. I really couldn't. And it didn't sound like an animal. It didn't sound like there was a squirrel in the wall. And the walls, as you can see, are not, there's really no area for an animal to get in. It's not like the modern homes. So my daughter takes the headphones off and we're sitting there talking, and she looks directly behind me and says that she can see a girl. And I turn around and I don't see anything. So we sit there for a couple of minutes, just trying to figure everything out. I ask her if she's okay. During that whole time, when things started to heat up, and things started to heat up at around, I'd say right around 2 in the morning till about 4:30, right around this time at the end of the video, my daughter started getting really bad headaches. Her lower back was hurting. We went outside a couple of different times. Her headache would go away. We'd go back in. And at one point in the video, you can see her holding her lower back. Well, she sees this girl, and she said the girl wasn't like deformed or, black eyes or whatever. It was just a girl dressed in like a sleeping gown. So she then says, the girl's gone. Let's go downstairs. As we're walking through, I kind of peek my head around the corner in the area where in the movie, the real Conjuring house, there's a movie that just came out, not the one that is fictitious. This is an actual couple that stayed there for like a week, I believe. There's like a little trap door to the attic, which is sealed off. It's when Corey and his wife owned the building. I peeked my head around there and didn't get anything. I went through the closets, but then we started to go downstairs. And I had commented on the fourth fireplace because for some reason I was just amazed that there was 4 fireplaces in this building. And I thought that was very cool. So we get halfway down the stairs and a door slams upstairs. Well, I run upstairs and look, and none of the doors are closed. All the doors are open. None of them are closed. It doesn't look like any of them had moved. So we go downstairs, and my daughter's head is killing her. We've got like an hour and a half left at this time. And, I looked at her and I'm like, how are you feeling? What's going on? She's like, my head hurts. My back hurts. I'm kind of getting tired. It's about 6 now. We pack up and we leave at 6 a.m. 12 hours in the Conjuring house. Now, what did I get from this trip? I learned a lot of history about the building, the property, and I learned a lot of truths that Hollywood and view-hungry content creators will lie about almost anything to get views. I did have a very good experience there for the longest time, my daughter as well. But like I said, right around a certain time is when her head started to hurt and her lower back was hurting her. Now, I don't know if it was, being tired or what, but it was time to go. And I had an amazing experience there. I was not too terribly terrified with anything that happened there. I did have a couple of WTF moments, like when that door slammed, or with the stick figures. There was another time that when we were in the kind of back dining room where we had all our equipment set up, my daughter had said she had seen like a hand in the back behind me, not near me, but like someone was peeking around the wall. And when we were going upstairs to do the SLS camera, as we're walking out of the dining room to the first set of stairs, which would be where the Perrin kids hid during the kind of medium session in the seance room happened when the Warrens were there. As I looked out into, it was either in the seance room or the parlor or in between, but I saw a dark shadow kind of go across the way. I didn't see any full-on apparitions. And like I said, I mean, I did get a couple of creepy feelings. But it is a very haunting place. I don't know. I didn't really feel anything malevolent except for the kind of whatever stick figure that was looking like it wanted to come out of the wall at us. Other than that, I had a good experience. My daughter had a good experience other than the last couple of hours. It was an honor to be able to go and do a full-on investigation. I wish, like I said, this is my first investigation, other than doing my home, which is still an investigation, but it's nothing like this. And all I can say is that the Conjuring house is a very special building. The property is special, and there is a lot of power there. You feel different when you get onto that property. And I don't think it was just knowing that I was at the Conjuring house. There is always something going on there. And interestingly enough, you may not have an experience one trip. The second trip you go back and you have an experience and something different. It's how the spirits want to welcome you and if they want to show themselves to you. So that, my friends, was my Conjuring trip, my investigation that I did with my daughter, and it was great. So I guess we'll end the upload with this last thing. Regardless of what you hear on the internet about paranormal activity, places, people, look into it, because prior to going to this Conjuring home, I thought that Bathsheba was involved in a lot of what happened here, and that she was a witch and she had been arrested for killing children and this and this and that, and she had a daycare, and there was a daycare center in the home at one time, but Bathsheba Sherman had no part of it. I mean, we're talking 300 years later, 200 years later. I think the main important thing to really do and look at is don't take someone's word for something. Do the investigation, do the looking into, because then you'll come out more satisfied than you were before you left. And with that, I want to thank everybody for all of your support. And I want to thank Jacqueline, the owner of the Conjuring House, for allowing us to go and do an investigation there. All right, guys, what an amazing trip that was. Really quick, the photo that you are seeing right now is the actual Annabelle doll. There was a replica at the Conjuring House, but the photo that you're seeing right now is the actual Annabelle doll from the Ed and Lorraine Warren Museum, which me and Isabel had the opportunity to visit right after going to the Conjuring House. Not right after, about a month later we went and were able to see many of their haunted objects, and that is the real Annabelle doll right there. I'd like to thank you all for supporting the channel. It is your support, after all, that keeps this channel growing and going, and what gives people a place and a chance to share their experiences and theories judgment-free, simply treated with the respect we all deserve. Everyone, please stay safe, happy, healthy, and ever vigilant, keeping an eye on your children, pets, family, and friends. These creatures and events are real. They're out there and they are dangerous. Share this information with the people you love and care about, and it may just help save their lives someday. Until next time, never stop asking questions, never stop searching for the truth, and God bless.